Hey guys, myself Rakesh, and in this video we are going to learn about Python modules. So if I ask you, can you write Python codes in a single file and save that file, and will you be able to use that file anywhere, and how to use that? Right? So Python module, when I say or anybody says Python module, is nothing but it's a .py file, and we know .py is the extension used to save Python codes in a file. Like you save a notepad file in .txt format or any other file, right, in their own application format. Similar way, Python files or the codes that you have written in a Python file, that should be saved always in .py format. Now, how do I create this file, and how do I really import this file and use this as Python modules? We are going to see in this video. So before we get started, myself Rakesh, please do support me guys. Please do help me. I need your help. Please do subscribe to my channel. And now with that, let's get started and understand Python modules in detail. Okay. Now, first of all, I need to create a separate file. So I am using a main.py file. I will create a new file now. So how do I create a file? So creating a file is pretty simple. Right click and hit on new, and here I'm going to hit on Python file and give it a name. Let's say first let's start with a simple one. Okay, I'm going to create a module called greetings. What is the module name? Greetings module. Okay, I'm just giving entire name. You can keep it short. Greetings module, and hit on enter. So what would happen? You can see greetings module has been created. Okay, now here let's write a simple statement, some few lines of code in Python we will write. I'll create a function called define, and I'm going to give it a name called greetings, and within the parenthesis I'm going to create a parameter called name, and then I'll use a colon mark and hit on enter. Okay, we'll keep it simple. First of all, let's learn the basics, then we will get on to other things. So I'll say print, and then here I'm going to say hello, in double quotes I'll say hello, and then I'm going to say the variable name, let's say name. Okay, that's it. So 2 line of Python code I have written in a .py file. Okay, so now this file, let me save it. You can do a Control S, or else you can do file save all. Okay, you can do this way. Now what we will do, we wanted to really see this file. So right click on this file, and then you have the option to open in Explorer. Okay, open in Explorer. If you do this, it will take you to the exact project location of the Python files, and here you see I have 3 different files. One is the main, the other one just now I have created greetings.module, and this one. Now if you right click and see, this file has an extension .py, that means it's a Python file. Right click and you can open on properties in case you would like to see. Anyways, it has got the PyCharm symbol, but again, in case you are interested to explore and understand, you can see it has a .py extension. Okay, so we have understood. We just created a file, and inside this particular file, .py file, we have written few piece of code. That's it. We have done nothing. Okay, now I'm going to, so this is the file which I have created and I have saved it. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, let me close it. Now let's say there will be a situation where I have to use this module several times in my code. It should say hi, whoever is the customer. It could be John, it could be Rakesh, it could be anyone, right? So anybody who is going to come to the shop, it should say hi or hello. So how that can be done? So I have created a module named greetings.py, greetingsmodule.py file. I need to be able to call that file. So that is the module you have created, right? When somebody says Python module, that means you have created the module called greetings.module.py. It's a py file, very simple. Now how do I use that py file? So you created a Python module. Now how to use that? Let's see it. Okay, so all I will do, I'll simply say import. Now I need to type the name. Now look at it, I'm typing the name. See, on the left hand side, greetings module is there, but it's not appearing. If I simply type greetings module, why it is not coming? And it is giving me a error, this one, right? There is an error. Why? Because in Python everything is case sensitive, right? So if you look at your greeting, G started in a capital letter and you are writing here in a small letter. So that means you cannot call this kind of a module So because everything that you're creating in Python, they are case sensitive. Okay, so you have to really call exact way. Okay, so how should I call? I should type G. The moment I'm typing G, it has come. Do you see? Automatically it has come. Getting it? So many people will make mistake. They will type the name, but it's not coming. See, it's not coming. Don't worry. Now I have another file also here on the top. So if I type A, it's not coming. But if I type capital A, it is coming. Getting it? So it is case sensitive. Remember that. So let's type it in a right way. Let me type G, and this has come. Okay, that is the first point. People will make mistake. So you should type it in the right way. How the case is mentioned, the same way you have to mention. If you are starting with a lowercase, start with a lowercase. Starting with the uppercase, you have to start with the uppercase. Okay, that's all. Alright, so this one thing we have got it. Now I have called it. That means in the main.py file, now the greetings module has come. That is a separate file, but again the entire module now I have brought it into a new file. It is a different file. Think it's a different file. It's not part of the project. It could be a different file. But again, that greetings.module.py should be inside your project folder. Otherwise, there are other ways to do it. But again, in this case, if you see, I have the greeting module kept inside the same project folder. So it is easy to handle it. Okay. So now I am able to get this module. After that, how do I really use this? Okay. So to use this, you have to use the name of that module. See, name of the module. Again, it's case sensitive, so be pretty careful about that. So I have typed G in capital. So greeting module has come, and then what should I do? I have defined a function inside that. If you remember, I have said define greetings. So the moment I am typing a dot, the function that I have defined inside that, let me open it beside it so that so this is the function which I have created. Now the same function, the moment I am hitting a dot, it is automatically coming. All I have to do, I have to pass an argument value. So what is the value? Let's say I'm going to say John. So if I say John, and if I'm going to execute this, it's saying hello John. Getting it? If I pass it another value, doesn't matter. You are just calling that module, and whatever codes you have written inside that, it is just getting executed. It is just taking the value from this file and is going to that specific file, passing it on, and getting whatever statements you have written there, it's going to do it. Right? Now you will have a question. Okay, Rakesh, can we do something little different? Let's say can I create a add module? Anytime people are sending values to it, it should go and add those two values and show it in this file. It's a different file. Yes, let's do it. If you are interested, let's do it. Now what I will do, let me create a file. Okay, right click, new file, Python file. Okay, select Python file, and then I'm going to say add. I'm simply giving us add m. Add m means add module, let's say. Okay, I'm just giving a name called add m. Okay, so the py file got created. Now here let's create a function called define addition or define add, and then I'm going to say so a I'm writing in capital because add is a inbuilt function. Okay, that's why I'm slightly careful. I'm writing in capital letter A. Now here I need two parameters, so I'll say a comma b. So when you are defining a function, you call that parameters. You don't call it arguments. Okay, you call it here parameters while defining. Remember these terms. Okay, now let it print a plus b value. Okay, that's it. Okay, a comma b is the two parameters I've cleared. It should just join it. Okay, or add it. So this is done. Let's save it. Control S, or you can do file save all, whatever you like. Okay, done. Now let me import that. So I will say import, and remember while typing it should be case sensitive, so I should say add m. So I have called the module name called add m. Done. No colon, nothing here. Okay, you don't have to do anything here. Just hit on enter. In import you are not putting a colon or parenthesis, nothing. Now here the module name is add m. Again type it in the same way. They are case sensitive. Then the moment you put dot, whatever method that you have created inside that is going to show you. Let's say we have created one module called add. Now let me pass two values. Let's say 2 comma 4. There are two different values I'm passing, and now let's execute. Now what is happening? The output has automatically come in this file, main.py file. That is the importance. So you are creating piece of blocks of codes in different py files, and in your main project, whatever is required, you are just calling them. Getting it? You are creating small modules of codes in different files, and you are just calling them. So the benefit of that is when you are creating in small modules, you can call those files n number of times, right? You can utilize them in multiple times. You don't have to write the same code 10 times. If I have to add 10 times, again I have to write the same piece of code 10 times. Now here, because I have already imported the module to this file, main.py file, all I have to do is add m.add. If I write this one sentence wherever in the project I need, I can just do it with a single line. I don't have to write multiple lines. Because this has got only 2 lines of code, it might appear simple, but again in practical world there will be multi-line codes in a single file, and that entire code I can just utilize just by calling in the main py file with its name. Which is easier? Would you like to write the entire code once again, or it's easy to call the file and utilize everything written there multiple times in this, right? That is why these modules are very beneficial. And in a real time, when we have to build projects on Python, you would be asked, hey, you create this module, hey, you create that model. You'll be given multiple modules and you'll be creating those modules, and during the project integration, all those modules that has been created will be called in the main.py file. And here I'll be calling all those modules that developers have created, and I can just integrate them and get what I need. Getting it? So that is how in a real-time world it will happen. We are going to see that as we progress. But I am pretty sure you must have understood the meaning of Python module and how to create it with this simple example. Okay, then we'll get into more complex situations as we proceed. So thank you guys for supporting me. Do not forget, I hope you have already subscribed to my channel. In case you have not done it, no worries, please do subscribe to my channel now and do support me. Thank you guys. We're going to meet once again in our next content. Till then, take care. Bye bye.